EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Eagles.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire deep for Rager. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
To Zach Ertz.
From 17 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
For Philadelphia.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first. As this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's look.
Talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now it's Carson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They run with Breida, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's got Lockett. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down, Eagles.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a game.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This is Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. On third down, Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 30.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 34. Here's Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Matt Breida, 34 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch. Bang out. Whip. Watch the whip.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now he steps away. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin. The first down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up. Second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Check. One flip. Reload. 36. Check 3. 95. Slant.
Here's Carson.
Go.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already. And another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 40-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
WTF is going on?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Big screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Check 26, check 26. Jumper. Check. Hey, 0. 14. Hey. 57
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Stafford. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
50.
Play action. Stafford. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check nickel. Switch gears.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
The score, Seahawks 35, Eagles 10. Mike Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding, probably his agent, as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Complete to Dallas Goedert.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Crunch.
They run it with Carson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ladies. We got it. Check 24. Shit. 50. Lucky. Big.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
On first down, Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they move this all the way down to the 9. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
We want it. Come to my world. Say. Switch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now Myers for the extra point. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the backer. Alert flare.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'll get him.
gun. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Philadelphia.
On first down, Hurts. That's complete to Hightower. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
And they take a knee. That'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.